Well, thank you so much for joining me again.
Of course.
So, have you been watching these first two episodes of Life After Lockup?
Oh yeah, I watched them.
What did you think of the show?
Well, it was interesting. Like I said, I'm finding out everything along with you guys, so that was pretty shocking, I guess.
So, I know you said that you filmed some episodes. What is the gap in time between season 3 of Love After Lockup and this season of Life After Lockup? Because a lot of people have been talking about Destiny definitely looks slimmer. And so we weren't sure, like, was there a big gap of time?
I'm trying to remember when the first one was, but the two that I've recorded for our film for the up and coming, one was in March and one was in, I want to say 2 to 3 months ago. But before that, it was, I think in November. So there's been months gaps in between.
Okay,
Yeah. No, sorry, the first one was February, my bad, because I remember it was right before she got out. So it went February, March, and then all the way till just like 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay. The big thing I want to talk to you about is that recently it was published that Destiny has been taken back into custody. Did you know about that?
Yes, I did know about it. And then when I saw people posting about it, I was like, wow, because I found out about it, but I wasn't allowed to talk about it until it was actually posted on, until people found out. So.
Right. Have you talked to Shawn about it? What is his take on everything?
I did talk to him about it. Apparently she contacted him and that's how he found out about it. And I don't know how much they've talked since then and stuff like that, but he wasn't surprised, obviously. So.
Right. So Sarcasm actually put out an article, and it said she was sentenced to 16 months in prison. Is that accurate?
I believe so. Yeah, it was 16 months, and then she got some extra days for, I guess, the previous charge or something. I don't know all the details. I just know that she's looking at least a couple of years ish, something like that.
Okay. Is Shawn standing by her?
As far as I know right now, yeah. Like I said, they have talked a few times, I guess, since she's been locked up and stuff. So I don't know. I haven't really asked him or anything because honestly, I don't truly want to know what's going on and stuff. I'm just, part of me is kind of happy, that she did get locked up because I mean, got to get in trouble for doing what you did. That's just how it goes.
Right. And so one of the things that was in this article was apparently she posted a car on Facebook to sell. And there was a rumor that it was his car, but then some people were saying, no, it didn't exactly match the description of the car she was driving on the show. So do you have any information about that?
I don't. I did see the posts and stuff where people were saying, and I could see that it looked like there was a slight difference between the two, but it's really hard based on the pictures and stuff to really tell. So I honestly don't know on that.
Okay. So she's been in for a few weeks now. Is that correct?
At least a couple now. Yeah, it's been at least 2, I think.
Okay. So this is still pretty fresh.
Right.
Um is Shawn on the hook? Is he out money?
I don't know if that's completely done yet. I think he still has some kind of fees and stuff to pay to finalize everything. I'm not 100% sure, but as far as I know, it's still slightly ongoing.
Okay. And did this arrest disrupt filming at all? Was production scrambling, or have you guys already wrapped everything?
They did do some filming and stuff. We have not finished for the rest of the season. Like I said, I've only done 2 so far, and I know they're taking a break right now, I think until next year, because with COVID and all the stuff going on, the holidays. So I'm not sure how that's going to play in for her aspect and stuff, what they're going to do. But yeah, there is still going to be filming, after the first of the year.
Okay. A lot of stuff dropped kind of over around the holidays, so I was like, I have to talk to Kelly about this and get her take on everything. What do you think of the other couples on the show?
like I told everybody that I've had interviews with so far and stuff, the sad ones that I saw to go was Jessica and Maurice. That really actually broke my heart. I really like them, and I've had numerous conversations with her. You know, it sucks that they didn't make it onto it. My favorite ones on the show currently would have to be Brittany.
Yeah.
Her and her husband, they are awesome. And from the last interview I had, apparently they've had a interview with her, and she was saying all kinds of nice stuff about me and supporting me, and I thought that was really awesome. I even said, I go, we got to get together and do some kind of interview with me and Brittany, because I think she is just like the awesomest on the show. Like what she has gone through and overcome, it's amazing.
I will say too, seeing when they did that kind of 4-episode quarantine special, and we saw the struggles that she was going through with her mother, and that was just so heartbreaking to see. And they definitely are a fan favorite. I think a lot of people want really good things for Brittany. She seems to have a really good head on her shoulders.
Yeah, and with everything, you know, like with her mom and what she went through and how she's coming out stronger and, you know, taking care of her kids and stuff, that's a huge inspiration. And I actually had a follower that has her book, and I was saying how I really wanted to read it. I actually have one of my followers that's actually sending me the book so that I can read it. I thought that was really awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So
one of the like OG couples of Life After Lockup has been Sarah and Michael.
Oh my God.
And whoever he seems to be dating at the time. What is your take on their relationship?
They are a train wreck. I'm sorry. Like, I truly believe she's still stuck on him, and he's using that to his advantage hardcore. Like, he knows he can play, and she's like the puppet, and he's got the strings. And it's kind of sad, really, because seems like she's a really smart girl. She's beautiful. I don't understand why she could get a guy that's so much better, and he thinks he's all that. He thinks he's a pimp, but really, I'm like, how are these girls going for him?
I know. So he actually just had an arrest in Miami for child neglect. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see about that, and I was like, wow, you know, for leaving his daughter in the hotel and stuff. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he always seems like he's smoked a little too much and is about to fall asleep. To me, that's what I always think of when I see him.
He does.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, unfortunately for Sarah, I think she takes his just frustration as being jealousy. And I don't think he's jealous. I think he's just frustrated. And
right.
She's
he's so jealous of the person I'm with and stuff. He doesn't seem interested or like he cares at all. It's like he's just kind of like whatever.
And it's sad because I can't imagine going through all of that, giving birth alone, which she did. That had to have been very hard, but oh man, I want for her to move on so badly.
Me too. And that guy Malcolm she's with seems really nice and stuff, but I don't know. I'm like, not sure how legit their situation is and stuff, but they make a really cute couple. And I mean, he seems like he's a really nice guy, but if not, she needs to find somebody good and stable.
Well, so people have been speculating that he might be a production plant. From what you know from filming, do you think that that's something that they would do?
I'm not sure. I mean, there's, I guess, some signs that it might be a little bit, because like I said, the way he talks sometimes seems like it's sort of like either scripted or robotic. Like there's no like feeling or real care there, I guess. But as far as I've been with filming and stuff, I haven't seen anything like that. But I guess, they could do stuff like that. Reality TV does all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's possible.
Yeah, because I'm not quite sure how organically Michael came up with that bear suit.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. I was like, are you serious? You're driving in a bear suit?
And just him walking through the hotel, like past the front desk, and the lady was like, yeah.
Like, really? Well, and then some people pointed out that he drove up in the same vehicle that she drove over to the hotel in. It was the same vehicle. And I was like, I looked back and I was like, wow, that actually, oh my God, it really does look like the same car.
Oh, I'm going to have to go back and
Yeah, that's kind of thing that people have been talking like crazy on YouTube and stuff, saying, did you notice that and everything? And like I said, the whole Malcolm thing, he seems robotic, like he's reading off a script and being told what to say, whereas the other ones have like emotion and feeling in it and stuff. His is just kind of like, yeah, this, that. Mm-hmm.
So one of the big hot topics that has been talked about, Scott and Lindsay. They're a whole lot. Do you think Scott has a food allergy and that's what's causing his lips to swell, or do you think it could be bad fillers? What is your guess?
The reason I'm hesitant on thinking it's the allergy thing, because are you eating the same thing over and over again every time you film? Like, it never goes away. If it was a food allergy, usually that would go away or something, or don't eat the thing. So to me, that seems a little fishy that it's a food allergy. Right. I'm thinking he might have had some fillers put in. Maybe it did do an allergic thing or reaction or something. But
maybe he had an allergic reaction to the fillers, because I think that's possible. Yeah.
But for the food thing, I'm having a hard time believing that, because for this long, since all of filming,
yeah,
come on.
And my whole thing, so first, he had said on Facebook that, you guys, I have an allergic reaction. You'll see it gets better. And I'm like, it's been several months now, and they're still swollen as ever. Yeah. Yeah. I think either way, he should seek medical attention for whatever is going on.
Because if you're having an allergic reaction to some kind of food and stuff, go see a doctor, because they need to clear that up, because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. The other thing with their storyline is that Scott is this like self-proclaimed like business person, entrepreneur, but he has an empty house. The house is like full of dog hair. He doesn't really seem to be as well off as he proclaims to be. What is your take on kind of their relationship?
I agree on that. And like, when does he ever go to work? When's he making this money? Because they never show any work stuff or anything like they do with some of the other ones and stuff. Why did he not have furniture? Why did he make these promises that those rooms and stuff are going to be done and nothing was and everything? I honestly think that, I don't think she has feelings for him that way at all. I think she's 100% using him. She's been called out for using guys in the past for money and stuff like that. I think she needed a place, and he is more like, this younger girl's showing me attention. She wants me, so I'm going to, move her in and stuff. And I think a huge part of it has to do with her daughter as well, because he's holding on to that, that father figure thing, which is kind of sad, but I understand it. But it's like, get somebody close to your own age, dude, because she is using you. There's no question about that.
I mean, between the poem or whatever book excerpt that she wrote out and her moving her friend onto their property. Friend, yeah. I mean, it seems pretty clear to everyone but Scott that she's really not into him, but it is an interesting relationship dynamic, because before they even met, he had this established relationship with her daughter and her mom, and I think both of them really care for him. So it's kind of sad.
He's got more of a relationship with her family than she has with them.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad, but like I said, I think it's more like he's playing like a father figure, even to her. Not just the age thing, but the way he acts and stuff. It's more like, and she's acting like a bratty little teenage girl. I mean, look at the way she dresses. Look at the way she acts. All me. I deserve this and that. That's something a child does, not an adult.
Right. So, I can see both sides there, because on the one hand, she is very entitled and she behaves in a very juvenile way towards him. At the same time, he did promise her a lot of things, and that is a beautiful home. But it was like a lot of stuff needs to happen in that house in order for it to be move-in ready for her daughter.
And I get that. If you make those promises, he should have had that stuff ready and stuff like that ahead of time. And I get that. I'd be frustrated too. So it's like, I can get it from both aspects and stuff, but frankly speaking, they just should not be a couple. That is just not a healthy relationship at all.
Well, I think she's back behind bars as well. Yeah. So
A lot of the cast seems to be.
yeah. What do you think of Andrea and
Lamar?
Lamar? Yeah.
I like Lamar. I'll give him credit. He's trying to make, a family dynamic and stuff for his oldest daughter with his youngest daughter and the family and stuff. And I think Andrea is just acting really stuck up and controlling as far as that. Like, why wouldn't you want, your daughter to have a relationship with her daughter or with her sister? That, you know what I mean? Like, why would you?
I had no idea Lamar had another child. I guess he had mentioned it in their original season, but I completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And this was like brand new information for me.
Yeah, it was right after he got out and stuff. They went and met, and I remember finding out, or when they brought the daughter, she found out that the ex was coming, and she threw a hissy fit and left. And so he got to spend time with his daughter at least. But I'm like, I get, okay, you don't like the ex or whatever, you're uncomfortable with that, but that's his daughter. They need to have that relationship and stuff like that. And why wouldn't you want your daughter to have a relationship with her sister or the other sibling? You know what I mean? Like, why? To me, that just seems selfish. And she's trying to act all holier thou, stuff. Oh, I'm a Mormon. I'm this. No, you're not. You may be by religion, but you're not acting like, a decent, I guess, religious or even mother would be. I would never.
It kind of seems like Tennyson especially is kind of fed up with her. We really saw him reach his limit in this last episode, and people have been talking for a long time that her kids we don't know how she raised such well-rounded, smart,
exactly
children. Her kids are awesome.
They really are. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He, and he's sitting there telling her, it's not that I don't want to go on this mission. I just want to make sure that my sister and my family is right, that there's no problems with leaving, so he can have his head in the game where he needs to be and stuff. And she's just not, no, you need to do this, that, and stuff. He's more like the parent than she is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really sad.
Yeah, it's really sad when you see the children that are kind of parenting their parents.
And I'm sorry, I think it's awesome when a kid's telling you, this is what I want, he's got a good head on his shoulders. She should be proud that she's somehow raised them decently like that and stuff like that, but I don't know.
Yeah. What about, Chevelle and Kweilyn? Chevelle sees all these messages from Kweilyn with other women. Do you think he's cheating on Chevelle?
I don't know. Part of me is thinking that it's possible. I mean, he was locked up for, huge chunk of his life. He didn't experience that. He came out, he may be almost 30 years old, but he's really got the mentality of a teenager when he went in. He didn't get to grow up properly, experience life or anything. So not that I condone cheating because I don't, but I can get why he would, try and have that experience and stuff. But like a lot of people pointed out, it seems sort of like that was like put in there too. It seemed a little convenient. And the way that she approached the girl that she called and stuff was a little funky because that situation was just kind of like, I've been in that situation before and it did not come out that way. It was not perfect and everything like that. It came out really odd. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that. I was rooting for them.
So to kind of sum up, so that's pretty much who we've seen, I think, this season so far. From talking to Shawn, is he planning on ride or dying for Destiny?
I don't know. I think right now he's just kind of like in a weird space right now. She is locked up. He has feelings. So I honestly don't know where his head is 100% on that. I haven't really talked to him as much lately. We've just kind of been doing our own thing. But the holidays coming up, been a little hard too, so.
Any plans for you guys to get together during the holidays for spend family time or?
Not as far as I know right now. I'm not sure what his schedule is and stuff like that. He would have to, come here, would make things easier. It'd be great. I would love him to be able to see the kids for the holidays, but it's really up to him.
We'll just see what happens.
Pretty much.
As always, I appreciate you coming on with me and thank you for Yeah, always sometimes we have scheduling conflicts, but it always seems to work out.
Exactly. And like I said, anytime you want me to come on, I'll come and have a chat with you. I don't mind.
I always like to get an insider's take on what we see on the TV, because sometimes it's like you guys know more of what's happening behind the scenes.
Right, exactly. And that's why when people assume, that's why it cracks me up. People assume things all the time. I'm like, you really don't know. I can get you're going by what you see, but that doesn't mean it's real or exactly what's going on or
Right.
how people feel and stuff. You don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Thank you so much, Kelly, for coming on with
no
me.
problem.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.